Tonight's show is somewhat special. I have a special guest for you. Please welcome the President of the United States, Barack Obama.
Good to be with you.
Well, you sound just as happy as I am. So tell me, with Thanksgiving coming up and all, how are you gonna spend your holiday?
Probably pardon another turkey. We do that every Thanksgiving.
Well, it's quite interesting to us Swedes. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving like you do at all. But here we eat chicken. You know, the smaller one, chicken. You know, chicken. You can eat chicken as well. Well, anyway, that's great. You're gonna spend it with your family or with the staff in the White House? Ambassador Arnold Schwarzenegger, perhaps?
He's not our ambassador.
Oh, it's not? Well, I'm sorry about that. I must have been misinformed. I hope you can forgive me. I'm sorry.
What's it like for this to be the last time you ever talked to a president?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm just nervous. This is my first time interviewing anybody, and to do with you first. I mean, of course, I'm a bit nervous, but I did say that I was sorry.
Didn't really work out very well, did it?
Well, I guess not. Let's move on to something else, Mr. President. It says here that you are a big fan of games, and in one in particular, the game of poker. When you lose, you have to take some of your clothes off, like example for a sock or something. And I think that's really funny. I mean, who could have guessed? So tell me, is it any one of those games where you've been playing this poker that you remember in particular?
The one with Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper? You're kidding? You played this game of poker with him? I don't know what you call it, but in Sweden we call it cloth poker. So how on earth did you sit at the same table as Bradley Cooper doing this, playing this game? What's your favorite movie with Bradley Cooper?
Those Hangover movies. Basically, he carried them.
Yeah, I can agree with you. He did, but there were a lot of good actors in those movies. My favorite actor in that movie, who I think contributed the most. I think it's Mike Tyson. He's a great actor, I think, and he has been acting for a long time, and you can really see that's his profession.
Good-looking guy.
Yeah, indeed it is. I love the tribal tattoo in his face, and he seems so smart too, don't you think? Why are you nodding like that? You don't agree with me? He's like a super smart guy. Now, let's get on to something else here. Tell me, Mr. President, are you a racist?
That's a ridiculous question.
Well, I'm sorry, but is it really that stupid? I think that's
why you're not president. And that's a good thing.
Well, Mr. President, you should never say never. Maybe one day I will get into politics myself. Why wouldn't I? And maybe even snatch a fine old woman like you have done in Michelle. And what if I snatched her?
Do you think a woman like Michelle would marry a nerd?
Okay, you think I'm a nerd, but hey, hear this. If I were to be president, how big of a chance do you think I would have on stealing your wife, Michelle? Huh? What do you say? What do you say about that, Mr. President?
No, I'm not going to let her near you.
And why is that then? So you're telling me that you are a little bit afraid.
Actually, we go to .govs. Have you heard of healthcare.gov?
Oh, a small change of subject. Shit. Man, I don't even know what that means, man.
Have you heard of the Affordable Care Act?
Mm-mm.
Healthcare.gov works great now. And millions of Americans have already gotten health insurance plans. And what we want is for people to know that you can get affordable health care. And most young Americans, right now, they're not covered. And the truth is that they can get coverage all for what it costs you to pay your cell phone. The point is that a lot of young people They think they're invincible.
They think they're invisible?
Not invisible, invincible.
Oh, okay, I see. Invincible. I thought you said invisible, and that's, I mean, that's impossible, right?
They don't think they can get hurt.
Ah, okay.
If they get that health insurance, it can really make a big difference, and they've got till March 31st to sign up.
I've read somewhere that you can sign up for this insurance by just sending a text from your cell phone. But how about me and a lot of other people that I don't have a cell phone? I have it because you people are just looking into it, just kind of registering my mobile traffic, like CAA and stuff. I read about that. You're not gonna trick me, trust me.
Nobody's interested in your taxes. The law means that insurers can't discriminate against you if you've got a pre-existing condition anymore.
Pre what? Pre-existing condition? I don't even know what that means. But I tell you something. I have something for you for your little health insurance. Take a look at this.
How long have you had that? You need to get that checked right away.
Yeah.
That's one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen.
Are you serious? Oh, all right. Maybe I should get it checked. But isn't it true that you, on your vacation in Miami, like just a few weeks ago, got a mosquito bite on your balls that got very infected and your balls like swelled up like this?
I suppose.
Can I see it? Can you show me?
Seriously? I'm the President of the United States. What do you think?
No.
Really?
I think we're gonna wrap the interview up here. I want to thank President Obama for being here, and yeah, this ended not the way I wanted to, kind of awkward. But please give him a big round of applause, okay? Okay, thank you.